Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you all are doing great. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create Amazon RDS DB instance, and I will be using MySQL database engine, and I will connect this instance publicly using MySQL Workbench client application. But before that, we need to create a subnet group first. For demo purpose, I will use public subnet for the demo purpose, and as a best practice, it is recommended to use private DB subnet group. Okay, we normally recommend and use the database in private subnet. We always make the database secure, and that database exists in private subnet. So it only do one-way communication. Like if we want to update the MySQL database engine or any security patches, so that specific subnet should allow to communicate to the internet. Okay, so we only follow the best practice that uh, in private subnet the database should exist. Okay, so that's why I have written this line right here. And let's jump into AWS account, and I will create subnet group first, and then I will create RDS DB MySQL instance. Okay, so right now I'm in AWS console. There is a service called Aurora and RDS. We will go into this service, and let's go to subnet groups and create DB subnet group. Okay, so likewise in EC2 we select the subnet. Okay, either public subnet or private subnet. But in the case of database, we prefer to use subnet group. Okay, so let's give it a name as demo subnet group. Okay, and this is for demo. Okay, and I will select my own VPC. And in AZs, I will definitely select either you can use any two or three. I'm taking three AZs, and I will be selecting the public subnet. Okay, from each availability zone. Okay, so public one, public two, and public three, and then create. Okay, once your subnet group is created, go to databases, and as you can see, we don't have any instances which is running. So let's create a database. Okay, so right now, as you can see, in engine options, we have multiple engines. Like you can use Aurora MySQL compatible, which is provided by AWS, or PostgreSQL, MySQL, MariaDB, Oracle, Microsoft SQL Server, and IBM DB2. Okay, this is the new database engine, which is recently added by AWS. But for demo purpose, I'm focusing for MySQL only, and let's go with the MySQL Community Edition. And in engine version, let's go with the latest one. Okay. Okay, so for templates, we have multiple options like production. If you want to use database for production purpose, we can use the production template. For dev testing environment, we can use this one, or for free tier, we can use this one. Okay, if you use free tier, so you have only option to use single AZ DB instance. Okay, which means that your database engine or database instance will be in a single AZ. Okay, so you might face the downtime in case if that specific region goes down by any reason, like natural disaster or any other reason. Okay, so for demo purpose, I will stick with this option, which is free tier, and a single ACDB instance, and give name as demo. Master username would be admin, and let's just create a master password. Okay, so I have given the password, master password, and I have added the confirm master password. And in instance configuration, you will see some sort of EC2 related instance types. Okay, in backend, it uses the instance type of EC2, which are mostly available for use. So either you can use T3 micro or T4G micro. I'm using T3 micro. Okay, in storage, let's go with the 20 GB. And in connectivity option, you can see we can connect that this specific database engine with EC2 or not. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, in VPC option, select your own VPC and the subnet group that you have created. And public access, let's go with the yes, because we are creating database for testing purpose, for demo purpose. But it is recommended if your database is in private subnet, so you should go with the no option. Okay, and let's go with the existing VPC security group, or let's just create a new one. Okay, for demo purpose. Okay, so I have created a new VPC security group for the RDS instance. Okay, if you see additional configuration, so basically the MySQL runs on port 3306, And if you see the database authentication, you can use the password authentication just like the normal password that you define while creating a database engine. And if you go with this password and IAM database authentication, so you have to select the IAM user, which should be using the database for access purpose. Okay, and you can add the password and Kerberos authentication. Okay, for this option you can go with the directory. It is asking for active directory, but for demo purpose let's just focus on this option. And you can use the monitoring. And let's uncheck this option. It is asking for backup, whether you can enable the automated backups or not. If you enable this option, so it will create automated backups, but there is a separate charge or cost for this option as well. Okay, and let's just create our database. Okay, so basically, as you can see, it is creating a database, and it will take hardly 5 to 10 minutes to provision this RDS instance. Once this database instance is available to use, then I will show you how you can access this database. Okay. So let's just wait for a few minutes. Okay, welcome back. As you can see that the demo database is now created, and let's just see its status, which is available. And as you can see, the current activity, like its CPU usage, and this is the connectivity and security section, where it shows you the details about the endpoint, port number, VPC, subnets, etc. Okay, so right now I am copying this endpoint. This will be required in order to access this RDS instance, and so that we can start working on database. Okay. Okay, so I have MySQL Workbench installed on my system. This file, you can install this MySQL Workbench file from your Google Chrome browser from Oracle website. Okay, so I am opening this application. Okay, when you open the MySQL Workbench for the first time, you see its default console or dashboard. So let me just zoom in and click on plus icon. Basically it indicates you can create a new connection for your database. Okay, so let me just give a proper name as Munib test. And the endpoint which I have copied, I will definitely paste it here. And the port number should be 3306, as MySQL runs on this default port. And the username would be admin in this case. Okay, if you don't know where to get the username, so in configuration section it will show you the master username, which is admin. Okay, as it will not show you the password directly, it will show you in all static characters. So you should remember and keep the password saved in your some file or some secrets. Okay. Okay, I have copied the username, pasted here. For password, we have to store the password in vault, store in vault option. The password which I have set, let me just type here, okay, and click on OK. The connection is now created. If we double click and try to open this connection, and let's wait for the response. Okay, so now I'm inside database. So let's just create some database and tables. Okay. So I'm creating a database. Let me just paste it here. So if I click double click, you can see that the database is now created, as you can see in the output. Okay, so if I type the query show databases and select this line, so it will show you the database section. And as you can see that the tag with Munib database is now created. Okay, so I have minimized the window, and I'm using this database. Okay, so the query is use and then database name. Okay, uh, execute this query. You see the green status check, which means that the query is now succeeded. Okay, if I go to schemas and let's just refresh this console. Okay, I'm pasting a query here. Basically, I'm creating a table inside the tag with Munib database, and the table name is demo table. And basically, we have multiple fields like user ID, username, email, birth date, date of birth, or is active or not. I have created some sample queries. So if I try to select all these line statement and execute, you will see that the demo table is now created inside the tag with Munib. Okay, let me just try to show you these schemas. If I go to tag with Munib, you would see the tables option. Okay, let me just try to refresh this. As you can see, the demo table is now created. And let me just try to add some fields or data inside the table. Okay. Okay, so I'm inserting some sample data into the demo table. Okay, and basically these are the syntaxes which can be used to insert any type of data. But remember that whatever you decide, the number of fields should also be existed, and if you try to add some data, it should match with the field name. Okay, so it would be helpful and suitable for you to analyze and view the data in a perfect way, and you guys can understand how database actually works and stores the data in the form of tables. Okay, let me just try to select all these lines, and if I type to execute query, okay, as you can see that the insert query is now successfully run. And let me just try to refresh this schema. Okay, if I want to see the data, as you can see, we have a table icon. If I type to, if I go to this icon, you would see the window. We have some data. Let me just try to show this window up so you guys can see it clearly. Okay, so this is the user ID, username, email, date of birth, is active or not, and created at this user created at what time stamp. Okay, so you can consider this example of database. Okay, so this is the overall demo of how you can create an Amazon RDS MySQL database and try to access it publicly. I have made this for demo purpose, but it is recommended to use the database in a private subnet. And inshallah, I will try my level best to bring another video that I will create a private database in a private subnet and will try to access that private database server from jump server. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, and take care of yourself and your loved ones. Allah Hafiz.